As the months and even the years go by in any relationship, it's pretty easy to get comfortable, but there are some simple things you can do to change things up. Relationship coach Timmy Gibson is back with us to show us how to keep the love alive. So you say that keeping the love alive is something intentional. What do you mean by intentional?
Well, it's just like when you start a fire, you have to, once you put the wood on, you get all excited. Ooh, it's all big, this is great. You walk away to get the marshmallows and the stuff to make the s'mores, and it's already dying down. You got to stoke it, you got to add more wood. It's the same thing with a relationship. You have to be intentional with it.
Now, you have been married for 19 years, and you say that you still open the doors for your lovely wife.
I do.
So what else do you do to keep love alive?
I do. I cook, I clean.
Are you a unicorn? Who are you?
And I do it all in just an apron. Oh, which is, is that okay to say?
Okay, overshare, Timmy. And flowers?
Yeah,
Date night? What
I do
else?
flowers. I'll send her postcards in the mail. I'll actually call her and ask her out on a date. I'll say, hey, this is Timmy. Do you want to go out this Friday?
And to use that voice, hey, this is Timmy.
Baby.
Okay, so a few of your suggestions include writing notes. You were just mentioning that. So why is it important to get those thoughts and those emotions down on paper?
Well, especially in today's technology, we can do everything so short, with texting and emails and all that. And I think that it's old school. It's classic to write out a note, put a stamp on it, and send it. I just think it's extra special.
Now, on the flip side, these are things that you do. What does your wife do to keep the love alive?
Yeah, she'll do creative dates. A lot of times it's up to the guy, right, to do the dating, to come up with these great ideas. And so now she will say, hey, we haven't done anything creative in a month or two, so she'll come up with some great idea, which is very, very fun.
Ooh, exciting. I might have to think about that. And a love letter? Question mark, exclamation point, love letters.
Yeah, we do. Matter of fact, on our 19th year anniversary, I wrote her a 7-page love letter.
7 pages?
7 pages, and I didn't just write in like a size 54 font. I mean, I was writing just how much I loved her and when we met and what it was like when I met her and just, reminiscing about all of 19 years. So.
That isn't a love letter, that's like a love manifesto. I love it, that's awesome. And learning a foreign language. Why would I want to learn a foreign language if I'm in a relationship?
So you can say I love you in another language.
Oh, that is so sweet. What foreign languages do you know?
Well, I asked Brett earlier, and he said "ti amo" is "I love you" in Spanish, I guess.
Je t'aime is, I think, je t'aime is it in French.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. So I like to travel. What would you say traveling with your better half?
Yeah. Well, when we travel, we'll pack special little gifts for each other to surprise each other in the suitcases. We'll also have certain surprises that might be at the hotel room. Like, for example, I'll call ahead and say, hey, can you put a bubble bath can you start a bubble bath? Can you have chocolates by the bed? Or can you have a bottle of wine? And just kind of it's just that little extra mile. We'll even do that when we go to a restaurant. I'll call ahead and say, hey, or I'll actually show up early, give them all the stuff, and then call them and say, hey, put the stuff on the table, we're showing up.
Or a postcard, what does it say about a postcard?
Yeah, we'll send postcards when we leave town, back to the house,
Oh,
yeah.
That is so cute. Okay, so for the guys, you say a trip to the grocery store could mean a lot. Why the grocery store?
Because typically, at least for me, I don't like going to the grocery store. It's like pulling my teeth. But to keep her company, I'll go and act like I enjoy it.
Ooh, yay, Heidi, hen house, awesome. And a tip for the ladies, you said it's important, like you said before, to plan dates.
Yes.
Ladies, plan dates, why?
Because a lot of times we're so busy oftentimes, we're guys, we've got a one-track mind, so all we're thinking about is work or all we're thinking about is whatever. And sometimes we forget. And so it's okay for the girl to help us out a little bit and say, hey, you know what, I'll come up with the ideas, so it's no pressure on you.
Do you have a favorite date from the last 5 years or so?
Yeah, my favorite one is at the Rose Garden at Luce Park.
Nice.
Set up a table with a white tablecloth, the fine china, the meal, the wine, the whole 9 yards. It was amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cool. Everybody was taking pictures of us.
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. That's awesome, Timmy. You're so sweet. You're a lucky man, and your wife is lucky as well. All right, well, let's toss things over to Michelle.